Broncos country, what's going on? Should the Broncos be buyers at this year's trade deadline in the NFL by week 9 this season? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to break it down for you guys why I would rather be buyers at this trade deadline. But y'all, let me know. Smash that like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And of course, subscribe. But let's go ahead and get started. Here's the deal. We got a little bit of cap space, I believe around $6-7 million. We need to give Bo Nix another bona fide weapon outside to help this passing attack. We need playmakers, man. And if we want Bo Nix to have the best success, I think long term, we need to set him up for the best success right now possible in 2024 in his rookie year. It's really as simple as that. With this defense, I think we got an opportunity to get one of those wild card spots. Hey, something crazy happens, maybe even win the division, right? But the Chargers are vulnerable, the Raiders are vulnerable, and I think if we have a strong performance in the next 4 games of the season, which I think all 4 of these games are definitely winnable, I would love to see us continue to add a piece to help this playoff push. It's been so long since we've made the playoffs, right? So, going to break down some targets here thanks to NFLTradeRumors.com. They had some interesting pieces on here. Number one being Devontae Adams. As much as I would love this, that's not going to be possible. Absolutely not. But I would love, the Titans are looking like a top 3 pick right now. I would love for us to go after DeAndre Hopkins. I'm not sure what these guys' contracts right now in terms of the money that we would take on under the cap, but that can always be worked out if they're going to keep some salary on their end, that being the Titans in this scenario. Maybe we increase the draft capital, but I would love to trade for DeAndre Hopkins. If you can get him for a 4th, 3rd round pick, I would even do that. But I'm the armchair GM. Y'all let me know what you guys think, but I think DeAndre Hopkins would be great for this year, take some pressure off of Cortland Sutton, and it would open up stuff for guys like Devon Valley as well, or Greg Dulcich. More so, Christian Kirk, I think, is a very underrated wide receiver. If the Jags are unintentionally tanking, of course, they're not going to move off of Trevor Lawrence, I don't think, but they drafted Brian Thomas this year from LSU, and Christian Kirk could be somebody that they would want to let go of. Of course, a little bit of an expensive contract, but could be something that we could afford later on. Excuse me. So I would be open to that. Now, one name that wasn't on here was Kyle Pitts. I know that Kyle Pitts has kind of been a disappointment. Let me scroll down to the tight ends here. Kind of been a disappointment, but we need somebody with some speed, man. We need somebody with some speed. I know Greg Dulcich has some speed, but especially if it's for like a 6th or 7th round pick, I would love to kick the tires on Kyle Pitts just to see what he can do. I've always been high on Daniel Bellinger. I know he hasn't had that much of an opportunity. He's kind of been hurt as well, kind of similar to Greg Dulcich starting his NFL career. So that's where things get a little tricky. But I would love for us to go after some sort of weapon that we can have with Bo Nix. This kind of sucks because it's bittersweet, seeing Tim Patrick so great with the Detroit Lions this past week. But man, I think we do miss him, right now. Hopefully Devon Valley can find himself in the lineup soon. We'll just have to see about that and see where all this goes. But ultimately, I would love to get Bo Nix, another guy that can command a double team, right? Another guy that can take some pressure off of Cortland Sutton. Ideally, this person, whether a tight end or wide receiver, is under contract here for a couple of years so that they can develop some chemistry and rapport with Bo. But I think at the very least, get somebody in here that can help for this year. Let's make a push for the playoffs, guys. Let's make a push. We've seen how much parity there is in the NFL every year, and especially right now, the handful of 2-2 teams. We can make a push for one of those wild card spots, I think. And making a move like this, if it costs like a day 3 pick, you got to do it, man. You got to do it. Would love to see the Broncos put the best possible team around Bo Nix that they can. So y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Should Bo Nix and the Broncos be buyers at the deadline? I think so. But do you guys think differently? Let me know. I'll be back with some film rooms tomorrow. Sorry, guys, it's been taking me a little while to go through this tape, but you guys are going to love it going through this New York Jets tape. So thank you guys so much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the way out. Go Broncos.